Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning. It is 9 a.m. on the East Coast, my neck of the woods, and I am so happy to be here this morning. Ah, good morning, Agent Atwood. Good morning, good morning. I have a good morning to Dadman and a good morning to Agent Atwood. Um, I am going to do a poll today, and it is your favorite favorite pet. Yes, I will change that. Give me a second. A dog, a cat, a bird, or fish. Let me get over there and I will fix that. Let me go over here to my channel. Let's go to, let's see. Okay. And I don't remember how to do the mod thing. Let me see here. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I was doing Christmas music. Okay, so let's see. Okay. How are you all doing this morning? Okay, so I think uh, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Trying to figure out how to do it. Type in your name here and see if this works. Uh, I got to figure out. Oh, oh, there. Well, that was easy. That was easy. That was easy. Okay, let's go back to here. Um, what do I need to do now? I have to, let's go to here. I want to what? Huh, come on. Here, this is what we want to do. Okay, so we're going to make that small. Oh, boy. I'm going to like, I'm going to share, and then we're going to get, like I say, every morning, 10 minutes before or less, I decide to do something. And so I get all, I either forget to do something or I decide to do something. And so, okay, let's see who we all have here. First off, I ask if you are on the Twitch side. If you have Twitch, if you can go over to help with my numbers, I'm at 1.74 every day. I'm creeping up, so it makes me happy. I have had to. I've said good morning to Dadman, and I've said good morning to Atwood. Good morning to you both, and let's see. And good morning from the Twitch side. And got a notice from my craft store that they have a sale. They tell me every morning about that. Um, so good morning, good morning. I know I love all the animals. I actually used to have a cat. I've never owned a bird, but I love birds. My sister's owned a bird. I've had cats, dogs, hamsters or gerbils, and um, fish all at the same time. So yes, I like all of them. It would be a hard poll for me to pick today. But how I'm living now, I probably would pick a cat. But if I had more land, I would pick a dog because I like big dogs and big dogs need a place to run around. So it is now 6 minutes past the hour. And guess where we're going today? Guess where we're going today? Make sure I haven't doxed myself. We're going to go to a movie. And I do not know how to pronounce this properly because I always get corrected by Hungry Boy, but I'm going to say it the good old Southern way, which is Godzilla, which I know is not correct. It, -1. We're going to go see it today. I'm excited. And we're going to have popcorn and we're going to have soda and it's going to be fun. So, yes, excited about going to that movie today. Okay, let's see what we have. Uh, it's Thursday for you. Well, happy Thursday to you. And I like big dogs and I cannot lie. Oh, I do. We had 4 acres of land and we had three three German shepherds at one time. It was really, really fun. Good morning, Castle. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you're here today. Uh, we're going to go see the Godzilla movie today, Godzilla -1, which I'm pronouncing Godzilla wrong. I'd be scolded by Hungry Boy, but I cannot remember how to say it the way he says. It's the best movie of the century, very entertaining and the best. You can't gender Godzilla. Godzilla's Godzilla. It's just what it is. There's nothing, yeah. I'm going to have to you're gonna hear a sound, and no, I am not opening up a beer. I am opening up a soda. Just just to let you know, you have the pop that sounds like a beer, but no, that's not what it is. Well, I think we have got, let's see, 5 people watching on YouTube, and I have to take and I've gotta work on moving everything over. The um, my Twitch will not open. It's not supported on the browser that I use, so I'm gonna have to move everything over to another browser, which I don't mind this browser either. So, um, yes. We have 2 people watching on Twitch. Appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. And if you can go over to the Twitch side, that would help me with my numbers. Um, that would be fantastic. Oh, wait, let's see. Let me go to the right thing. I wouldn't say the best movie of the century at all, but not a bad film by any means. Beer at 8, let beer at 8, let the priest wait. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I wanted to say this now. before I forget, I've got me a little note here to remind me because I'm really excited about doing this. I'm going to be an actual guest on someone's show. I mean, not just like, Fortnite or anything like that, but it's actually a show that they asked me to be on specifically, um, and it's Tuesday at 5 p.m., and it's Rambling Canuck, and he asked me to be on his show to kinda talk about my experiences as a new streamer and, uh, and how I'm doing and all that stuff, so I'm really, really excited about that. So, Dadman, if you could put out a Rambling Canucks, link, I would appreciate that. I think I'm making him get up out of bed. Oh, I'm so bad. Hey, if I have to be up, he has to be up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, in Germany, it's normal to meet on Sunday mornings in a bar and play cards. And indeed, drink beer. The cards are just an excuse. Well, I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. I couldn't. I don't think I could. I don't think it could have a beer this early in the morning. Not this early. And I'm very particular about the beer I drink. And when I do drink, I very rarely drink. But when I do drink, I like um, I like Guinness, but I only like there's a I only like it if it's from the tap, and it's just okay here in the States. Um, but if I could wake up in Ireland and have a Guinness in the morning, I would. It's the best. But yeah. So let's see. Yes, Castle. That is so true. As it's true. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Yes, he is dad man, not bed man, so it's overtime to stand up. Yes. So, I think he's getting on the computer to be able to do what he has to do, but yes, Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, um, on Rambling Canucks channel. Gosh, I could have gotten the channel already. Goodness gracious. So we're gonna have a contest to see who can get the channel up first. The channel link here. Oh, he did it! You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell. I just had to give him some motivation. I just had to get him some motivation there. And so join me as a guest of Rambling Canuck at 5 p.m. Well, he said, oh, join Mrs. Sorry. But yeah, join me at 5 p.m. Eastern Time this Tuesday. Um, I think it's gonna be fun. Like I say, I've never been like the main guest before on a show. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. And on Monday, I'm going to be doing at noon, I'm going to be doing a 100 I had to, all of a sudden my brain went a 100 sub 60 follower celebration build. And this let me find the picture because this is what I'm going to be building. It's also the other reason I'm building it is it's kind of hard to say on this, but that's a dragon. There's a dragon right here and a phoenix. And I got this because it's next year, 2024 is the year of the dragon. and I like to do a build for number 1, the Chinese zodiac every year. I started last year with rabbit, and I'm doing dragon, but also I got this because I was born in the year of the dragon, and so I am a dragon, but Dadman is a dog, and which is so funny because um, we're not supposed to be compatible, but we are. And, yes, we have Corey here. Hello, Corey. How are you today? Good morning to you. If there's a poll on YouTube, if you guys could vote on it, wow, we've got 5 votes already, and, cats are in the lead at 60% and dogs are at 40. Very good. Oh gosh. Oh, that's okay, Corey. Oh, wait, let me get to the right spot. Sorry, I can't go to Twitch as I'm on my backup PC. It is 18 to 20 years old. I'm lucky it turned on. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, thank you. I just appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for that. You know that you're old if you're participating in an online program at 8 in the morning on a Sunday instead of trying to get rid of your hangover. Or you know you're young if you're participating in an online program at 8 AM in spite of your home hangover. Oh, your main one's going to be cleaned? Yes. I take and, like, once a month, I open mine up and I, clean all the dust and everything out of it. Where we live, it gets really, really dusty, and, oh my goodness, it's not quite so hard to do it yourself. If you I have it where it works pretty good. I have a pretty good space here. So, yeah, it's important to make sure your computer's clean because if you don't get air in there to keep it cool, it's gonna burn up. So absolutely. Well, I've kept this up long enough for everybody to know that at noon tomorrow I am doing my 100 sub. This is my 100 um, sub 60 follower celebration. That young thing was cute, but a lie, ma'am. I love sweet lies. Tell me more. Yes. Well, oh, good. I hope you do too. I hope it comes back soon. But yeah, it's really hard. You don't realize how much you use your computer and how much you appreciate it. When I do my streams, I do 2 cameras, so I have to have them on separate computers. And I have an old little, it's not even really, it's like a tablet kind of thing, a notebook. That's what they call it. Um, 100 subscriber celebration soon. Yeah, it's going to be on tomorrow at noon. No, for the Twitch side, I don't know what I'm gonna have the 100th celebration for Twitch, but I'm gonna do a 61 because I reached both my goals. Well, it is 19 minutes past the hour. I think I need to get this moved back to where it needs to go because I zipped all the way through there so you could see, what I was doing. I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna love the build. I've looked at it. The book is beautiful. It's done like a Lego book, so it's very detailed and it's big. I really don't even need the screen. I use the screen a lot to look at the pictures. This is huge. This book has 122 pages of, directions, and I am so, so looking forward to doing it. Oh gosh, this one is sold. It came with a built-in CD, record, and DVD drive. LOL. Oh yes. My backup is a Texas Instruments calculator, not sure if it plays YouTube. My backup is an abacus. I actually own an abacus. I gotta find it, and I wanna learn how to use it because I'm so fascinated with stuff like that. Well, thank you, Atwood, for coming by. Appreciate it. Dadman, could you, go check on our youngest and see if they are watching my show on Twitch so that I can get some numbers there? I'd appreciate it. Eyes up, Guardians. Have a safe day. For those of you who don't know, that's from Destiny 2 video game. We have 5 people watching here, and I think we only have 1 like, though. Well, maybe not. I gotta reload it. Always I'm afraid whenever I refresh a page that it's gonna, mess everything up. I don't know why. So, but there we go. Exactly. Dad, man, after I kicked you out of bed, can you please go and do the same for our kids? Please. Yes, I forgot to refresh it. So I'm not that wicked. All I want is him to wake up long enough to put Twitch on his phone and go back. He can go back to sleep then. Just to put Twitch, just to turn Twitch on. That's all I ask. Well, on that note, I think it is time to start our birthdays. It is 22 minutes past the hour, 9:22 in my neck of the woods, which is the east coast of the United States. And I say good morning to you all and happy, happy Sunday. So here we go. We have birthdays today, maybe. I have changed yesterday, I changed my computer around. Oh, well, don't be careful. Don't let your uh, Corey said, "I tried to put it on Twitch, but on this, but it won't work, LOL." Hey, be very careful. When you have a computer that old, you gotta just make sure everything is in alignment. You gotta make sure I always joke and say you have to put your tongue in the corner of your mouth. When you're concentrating, sometimes you'll bite your tongue. So you gotta do that, and you gotta cross your finger and cross your legs and hope that um it works. And it's everything done. We got to wake everyone else up to get here. LOL. I know. I wish I know. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Rolos or Masters. And I love that Slimer. I love that so much. That is so cool. So today it's birthdays and it's December 10th and it's Sunday and happy birthday. Oh, I moved my computers around. I moved my one monitor to the other side because when I was doing a build, I had to turn my back every time to look at something. So now I've rearranged it all and well, it is looking really good. I'm really starting to like this. I might stay here forever, Dad man. This just might become my new room. So December 10th, happy birthday, everyone. If your birthday is December 10th, happy birthday. Our first birthday today is Joe Burrow. Yes, Dad man, we are immediately starting off with a sports ball for you to make uh to make you happy since I woke you up. So George Burrow, he was born in 1996. And the one thing I didn't do was find out um how old they are because I don't write them down because they change every year. So he is 27 years old today. I am not doing math in my head. I am doing it on the phone. So, yep, it is too early in the morning to be mathing. So I am using my cell phone. Joe Burrow, 27 years old today. He's an American football quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals of the NFL. Yes, I do know that. I do know that, which makes it hard for me to lurk because I have to hear myself very faintly. So I'm trying to move it just to 2%. There we go. So I'm going to hear a little echo in my head, but I always hear voices. So it doesn't matter. That's going to be so weird. But anyway, he's an American football quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals and a national football um, of the National Football League. He first attended Ohio State, and after redshirting his first year, he was the backup quarterback for 2 years. I'm going to do something, and you tell me if it messes up how my mic sounds. I basically took my headset off so I don't have to hear myself. Um, but my microphone is attached to my headsets, so you tell me if it sounds funny. So after redshirting for his first year, he was a backup quarterback for 2 years, but he only played 10 games that entire time. Oh, the voices anyway are the only blokes still talking to me. I appreciate them though. I talk to myself all the time and I always say, I hear voice, the bad part is when you start arguing with yourself and then you get mad and you refuse to talk to each other. Uh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. So, oh yeah, and he only played 2 years at Ohio State. So he wanted to play more football, so he transferred to LSU in 2018. He was named the starting quarterback his first year, and in 2019 he was a college football he was a college football playoff national champion, college football playoff national championship offensive most valuable player, AP College Football Player of the Year, Sporting News College Football Player of the Year, 2019 Peach Bowl Offensive MVP, the Fiesta Bowl Offensive MVP, unanimous All American SEC offensive, offensive. I said offensive instead of offensive. Player of the year. He wasn't offensive. He was an offensive. And the first team All SEC. He won the Heisman Trophy, Maxwell Award, Walter Camp Award, Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award, Davy O'Brien Award, Manning Award, Lombardi Award, and he was um, all in 2019. He was selected by the Bengals first overall in the 2020 NFL Draft. His first season with the Bengals was shortened by injury, but in his second year, he led the Bengals to their first playoffs win since 1990, which when ended the longest active drought in the four major North American sports. So basically, the Bengals had the auspicious honor of being a team in either bat national basketball, the NBA, hockey, National Hockey League, baseball, Major League Baseball, or football, the NFL, to have the longest time where they did not go into a playoff. Does that sound better? I have to, when I look down my mouth. Does that sound better? And they also appeared in Super Bowl. Wait, I got to do Roman numerals. 56 in 2021. He received both the NFL and the Professional Football Writers Association Comeback Player of the Year and was NFL completion percentage leader. In 2022, he was in the Pro Bowl and the FedEx Air Player of the Year. In his 3 seasons, he's only been in the NFL for 3 years. In his 3 seasons as the Bengal quarterback, Burrow has led the team to 5 postseason wins, which is the same amount that they have achieved in the entire franchise. So what he did in 3 years, the Bengals did not do the entire time they were playing up until they got him. So Joe Burrow, an amazing football player, um, at 27 years old. Happy, happy birthday. I might figure a way. I'm going to try something else here. I need to, how does it sound like this? Because maybe I'll just hold it because around my neck, it's hard for me to read. Our next birthday is Raven Simone, known as Raven. She began her career at a very young age, appearing on The Cosby Show and hanging with Mr. Cooper. At 15, she appeared as Raven Baxter in That's So Raven. You know, wait, I'm going to try something. I have a volume control on this. You guys are my guinea pigs today. Where is it? I can mute it. I'm so funny. I can turn the audio all the way down. Now I don't hear it at all. I can turn the volume up on that and make sure I really get credit for it. They used to say that you can, if you have the tab muted, it's okay. But I don't know if that really is true. So Raven Simone was born in 1985. She's 38 years old. Oh my gosh. That's just makes me sad. She shouldn't be that old. I'm doing some more math in here. At 15, she appeared as Raven Baxter in the That's So Raven show from the Disney Channel. She has been in several movies, which include The Little Rascals, the Dr. Dolittle movies with Eddie Murphy, The Princess Diary 2, Royal Engagement. She had a voice role in Fat Albert and a voice role in Everyone's Heroes and Animal Crackers. She produced and starred in College Road Trip. She was in the Tinkerbell franchise. She was in Good Hair, A Girl Like Grace, and Mighty Oak. She has appeared in many television shows and movies, some being the Kim Possible franchise, when she was did a voice role, and the Cheetah Girls, State of Georgia, and Raymond's Home. You're hearing echo? I don't know because I just is it sound bad? How about now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it sound better? Okay, I'm gonna do you put me in tell me in chat if okay, now I'm gonna start talking again. See how it works. She did a voice role in Kim Possible franchise. She played in the Cheetah Girls, State of Georgia, and Raven's Home. She was also on the talk show The View for a while. She has been nominated for 27 awards. She's won 12, with 9 of them being in That's So Raven. Raven Simone. It sounds fine now? Okay, I was messing around and moving it around, and so good. I'm glad. I forgot I have a little volume control on my headphone, and I can just turn the volume down so I don't hear any echo. Our next person is Ada Lovelace. She was born in 1815 and died November 27th, 1852. She was 36 years old. Ada was a English mathematician and a writer, chiefly known for her work on Charles Babbage's, who he is called the father of the computer. He proposed a mechanical general purpose computer called the analytical engine. Ada translated an article by military engineer Luigi Menabrea, and she supplemented it with notes, 7 notes. And many believe that in note 7, it contains the first computer program, which is an algorithm designed to be carried out by machines. She was encouraged by her mom to study, which I don't think necessarily was encouraged back then. So a great, great mind. At a young age, uh, she wanted to fly. She wanted to be like a fairy and fly. And so she took and researched birds and wings and how to birds and wings and all that. Apparently, there is an issue with my sound. Um, the scratching probably in the background is me moving my mic. So I'm not sure if there's a problem with my sound or not. So you guys let me know. But she wanted to learn how to fly. So she researched materials to use for wings and the aerodynamics of birds and what to make the frame out for to be able to fly and calculated the body type and all this stuff and wrote notes and did an entire notebook about um, how to fly. 1980, yes, yes. What a young girl. I was already waiting for the atomic war instead of watching Tinkerbell. Yes. Raven was young, was young. Yes, I was doing that on purpose. The scratching is a sound effect. Run DMC got rich with only that. Dad, man. Well, part of the thing is I'm scratching my nose sometimes and I hit my mic because I'm not used to having my mic um, on my headset. I really, really want to get a boom mic at some point, but I really don't know how I would set it up. That's something I would like to do. So Ada Lovelace, a mathematician who is thought to have written the first computer program in some notes of a paper she was translating. And I looked at these notes and wow, an amazing mind. An amazing mind. If you realize she did all this at such a young age, really, um, she passed away at 36 years old. Our next person is Kenneth Branagh. He is 63 years old today. He's a British actor and filmmaker. He was born in Belfast, North Ireland, and I did not know that. I thought he was British. And when he was 9 years old, his family moved to Reading, Berkshire, And I read a quote that he said that he'd learned the English how to speak with an English accent to quit being beaten up. So that's how he got his accent out of self-preservation. He trained at London's Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. He has directed and starred in several film adaptations of William Shakespeare's works. And for Henry V, he received a 3 Academy Award and 6 BAFTA Award nominations, and he won 1 Academy and 1 BAFTA Award. He received 1 BAFTA nomination and 1 Golden Globe nomination for Much Ado About Nothing. And As You Like It got him 1 Golden Globe nomination. Yes, yes. If you haven't watched his Shakespeare movies, watch them. He is a great Shakespeare actor. Absolutely. He has 2 television BAFTAs and an International Emmy Award for his work in Wallander. Really, really wonderful program. If you can watch that, I've watched it. I've got the series. It is a really good series. I would recommend it. And he is most currently known for his works as Hercule Poirot in the movies Murder on the Orient Express and A Haunting in Venice. Yes, he starred in a couple of works like Macbeth and Midsummer Dream. So great. Yes. He's done quite a few film adaptations of Shakespeare. I know the 3 that I mentioned, but I do think he's done a couple more also. I'm not 100% sure on that. But go check him out. Um, especially the Shakespeare movies. They're very, very good. Very, very good. Ba, ba, ba. Our next person is Dorothy Lamour. She was born in 1914 and died September 22nd, 1996, at 81 years old. Now, I did this picture on purpose. She began her career as a big band singer. And when she signed on Paramount, she starred in a movie called The Jungle Princess. And she became known as the Sarong Queen. So that's why I put that picture. Beautiful, beautiful. She's probably most known for the road movies that she starred in with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. The first was Road to Singapore, and the last one she was in was 12 years later, Road to Bali. And what's I have most of these movies. Um, and they're fun. They're just silly fun. There was another road movie 9 years later, but she was not cast in the lead of that, Joan Collins was, but she did make a brief appearance and sing at the end, um, of the movie. In 1980, L'Amour released her autobiography, My Side of the Road. So happy birthday, Dorothy L'Amour. When shall we meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, then we shall see. Then we shall meet Macbeth. I messed it up. I was trying really hard to do it properly. The Three Witches opening prologue of Macbeth. So good literature. My oldest was a voracious reader, and actually in their teenage years read all of Shakespeare's works. So yes, I cannot read, I cannot speak Shakespeare and do it justice. Our next person is, let me try to find my little, uh, there we go, is Michael Clark Duncan. He was born in 1957 and he died September 3rd, 2012. He, at 6 feet 5 inches and 350 pounds, Michael Clark Duncan wanted to become a football player. In my notes, I put football. I forgot to write player in there, so I'm glad I added that in. And he tried out for the Chicago Bears. He changed to acting when his mother refused to let him play because she was afraid that he would get injured. While trying to get acting and modeling jobs in commercials, he did various security jobs. And he was a bodyguard for celebrities like Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, and the notorious B.I.G. Um, he quit working security when notorious B.I.G. was killed. His breakout role came as the gentle giant John Coffey in The Green Mile. Some other movies he was in were The Whole Nine Yards, Planet of the Apes, The Scorpion King, Daredevil, and he did a voice role in Brother Bear 1 and 2, Kung Fu Panda, and in Green Lantern. And he also was in School for Scoundrels. What a great smile. Who could resist? Seems to come from inside and above. Yes. Tragic, tragic that he died. He was 54 years old and he died of a heart attack at a young age. At a young age. Joan Collins is known as the Beast in Germany and became an icon with her role in The Bold and the Beautiful, known as Denver Clan in Germany. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. And I try not to. I try not to. Not in the morning. I try not to dig too deep in the morning. But yeah, I really like his movies. I love his acting. His personality, he just exudes. He would have been huge if he survived. I think he would have acted way, way into his years. I don't think his popularity would have waned. And then we have Cornelia Funk. Funk? Funke. I'm not sure how, I think it's Funk. Cornelia Funk. Oh, no, no, please, no. I plead ignorance. Cornelia Funk is, let's see how old she is here. 65 years old. She's a German author of children's books. She started as a social worker and then became a book illustrator. She did not like the book that she was illustrating, so she decided to write her own. She had told stories and um, was always a storyteller. When she did social work, she would draw and tell stories with the people, and they would talk. So it just kind of evolved. And in the late 1980s, she began writing novels. She has become Germany's best selling author for children. Her work has been translated into many languages. She has written the Thief Lord, Dragon Rider trilogy, the Mirror World series, Inkheart series, Ghost Hunters books, and the CHIX series. Inkheart and the Thief Lord has been made into movies. And yes, she actually, um, yes, Deutsch German author. Yes, yes. And okay, I did pronounce it. It is Funk, Cornelia Funk. Um, there are so many great audiobooks she did that I loved as a kid. Yes, she actually started doing that also. I went over to her, webpage and very, very involved in, her fans and, uh, just seems like a very, genuine person. I don't know if that's true, but that was kinda the the vibe I got off of her webpage. Very oh, wait, I gotta sneeze, 1 second. Nope, I guess I don't have to. Okay. But, yeah, I have read the Inkheart books. I liked them, they were good. They're very good, enjoyable. So, happy birthday, Cornelia Funk. And our last, person is Greg Berger. He was born in 1950, and he is 73 years old. He's a voice actor who gave Odie, the dog from the Garfield franchise, his voice. Oh, she is let me go back so we know who we're talking about here. A very friendly person, met her on several events as I always was deep into the nerd scene. She just look I you just look at that. You can't I don't think that you can you look at her face and it's like that happiness comes from inside. I mean, I've seen people smile and they say like they're smiling with their eyes. Not if you're not happy, your eyes don't smile. You may be smiling and your face and your demeanor might look happy, but you're not. Um and I say she's smiling with her eyes. She just looks very, very happy and just a genuine person. Just she looks very genuine to me. Um, Greg Berger, a voice actor who gave Odie from the Garfield franchise his voice. He's also played the voice of Gridlock in the Transformer and its feature film, The Transformers the movie. In the animated sitcom Duckman, he voiced Corn-Fed Pig. He was the voices of Mysterio and Kraven the Hunter in Spider-Man the Animated Series, and he also provided additional voices for the movie Inside Out and Despicable Me 3. He's done video game voices of Ripto and the Hunter, the Cheetah in Spyro, and Hetch in Dissidia, Final Fantasy games, and Final Fantasy X. None of those games have I played. And let me I gotta move my cursor from one screen to the other, and then it disappears, and then I have to hunt for it. Oh, I'm so happy now. Thank you for once mentioning a German who wasn't involved into Doctor Who or the Second World War. Hugs and thanks, Mrs. Dadman Walking. Well, I will share any positive German like Cornelia Funk any time I find one. Absolutely. We have some honorable mentions in our birthdays, which I'm just going to. Whoops, I took myself off the stage, so you just couldn't hear me chatter away. Took the wrong one off. Um, yes, I'm going to mention some honorable mentions. We have Sultan Kosin, which was a Turkish farmer who holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest living male at 8 foot 2.82 inches or 251 centimeters. And then we have, let's see, who are some of those? Emily Dickinson was born today. Melville Dewey, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Emily Dixon was considered one of the most important figures in American poetry. And then we have Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet, who was a educator who, with some other people, started the first school for the deaf in America, known as the America School for the Deaf. Bobby Flay, a television chef. Dan Blocker uh, played Haas in Bonanza. Daniel Kang, a South Korean artist, singer who gained fame as a dancer and member of 101. And Melissa Roberg, a Canadian film and television actress, uh, best known for her role in Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days. So there we go, the honorable mentions of birthdays today, who I didn't want to write full bios for, but I thought it was might be kind of neat to share who they were anyway. Um, you heard me still talking, even though oh, well, that's weird. Well, you've heard me still talking because I'm in the other room. You silly, you made me confused. That's Dadman. He goes, I heard you talking still, LOL. It's because he's just in the next room. Yes, I pulled a Dadman this morning. Sorry, I had to cough and take a little sip of a drink. It is 9:56 in my neck of the woods, 56 minutes past the hour, and we haven't even started on memes yet. Wow. I'm so happy you are all here. We have 6 people watching on YouTube. We have oh, the vote has changed. We have 6 votes, but cats are still in the lead at 67%, and dogs are at 33%, and birds and fish, oh, they don't have any. I think sometimes it's hard to pick. Da 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 da. Dad Man, co-starring Cesar Romero. We need to watch that old Batman series. Well, today is Sunday, and I was trying to think of some memes to do, and I've done church bulletin memes, I've done church side memes, and I have some more of them, but I thought, well, let's do something a little different. Let's just do Sunday memes because it's Sunday. And here is our first meme for today. How I feel every Sunday night. You got any more of that weekend? I need my weekend. I need my weekend, please. Yep. Get addicted to these weekends. I'm not ready for Monday. Can I have another Sunday, please? I love that with the tongue hanging out. Oh, to be so relaxed like that. Some people don't have Sunday off. I think it would be nice if everything was just closed down on like one day out of the week so that everybody could be off and just chill. That would be really nice. I'm going to get so much done this weekend. And it's Sunday night. Yep. Yep. I actually got half of the stuff completed that I wanted to do today, this weekend. So I still have some more to do, but we're going to go see the Godzilla movie. So we might not get it done. I know. Well, in the perfect world, nobody would be in the hospitals, and that was in my perfect world. I know. I know there's some occupations that they have to be 24/7. Somebody has to work them. I know that, but would it? I just in my dream world. Well, of course, nobody would be. We wouldn't need hospitals. But yeah, that's my dream world. Don't forget, Sunday is a day of rest. The rest of the laundry, the rest of the housework, and the rest of all the other stuff we can't be bothered to do on a Saturday. So have fun. Bedman would be an excellent comic strip to appear every Monday in the Washington Post. Well, let's see how we're doing here. We have 6 people watching on YouTube, 5 likes, and on Twitch, let me come over here and check this. We have 2 people watching on Twitch. Thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate that tremendously. I don't know if that's my last one or not. Nope, I have one more. And here it is. Sunday is the day when I prepare for the week ahead by making improbable to-do lists and browsing Pinterest for ideas of how to decorate my imaginary mansion. Yep. Pinterest, TikTok, Twitter are all, I call them the black holes. I just get sucked into them, and then I'm just going to check one thing, or I'm just going to put out a tweet, and then 2 hours later it's like, oh crap. So I'm really having to work hard to not do that because I have too much stuff to do in my life. I can't waste 2 hours flittering away on social media. So that is our memes for today. Happy Sunday to you. I'm so glad that you're all here. I appreciate it. Um, it is 10:02 in my neck of the woods. We've been on the show for an hour and 2 minutes. Wow. I took yesterday, like I said, and I rearranged my work area so I could change the monitors around. Hopefully, it'll help the way I do my builds. And I'm hoping it works. I'm going to do my next. I did a little test lighting and everything, and I think it's going to work well. Looking forward to it. But I can now sit and I have my manga books. I'm by a window that it doesn't go to the outside. It goes to actually what was a carport, and they closed it in to a garage. So it's basically a useless window. And I had 2 bookcases and little, not huge bookcases, but I have them where they fit inside the windows, and I got them braced up there. And so I've got so much more space, and I can look at some of my little stuff. Like on one side, I have my Ghostbusters Lego build and some of my stress squeezy balls, and I buy them in different shapes and everything. And my manga is on another side, and so it looks really, really nice. I'm really kind of happy with the way it's come out, and I have a lot more space to do work that I need to do. So pleased tremendously with how it all has has it's all falling together. It's all chinking in and working really good. And I was going to move to another room eventually, but I don't know. I kind of like this. I'm kind of wondering about keeping this. We'll have to see. I might be here forever in this spot. So we'll see. It is 10:04. I've wasted 2 minutes chattering about my area that I have my work in. We have 7 people watching on YouTube. Our poll is still the same as when the last time I spoke to you. And on Twitch, let's check out our Twitch side here. We have 3 people watching on Twitch. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much for that. I have nothing else to ramble about, so we are going to go ahead and go to our celebrations today. So let's get the buttons right. We're going to do this. What to celebrate today? Today is Worldwide Candlelight Day. And on this day, it's a tradition to light a candle for children who have died and to show that they will always be loved and remembered. And what's so neat about this is that the candles are lit at the same time in every time zone. So it's at 7 p.m. in every time zone. So it's like a wave of light travels across the globe for 24 hours. And organizations, um, they they have events for it. Individuals have an event for it. Um, but it's just a lovely way to remember um, a child who has passed away. I would love to see a global shot, a shot from space, and to see if you could actually see kind of like the light moving across the globe. That would be really neat if you could see that. How beautiful and what a wonderful um, testament. Our next day is Human Rights Days. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights was created in 1948. This document says that everyone is entitled to inalienable rights, regardless of race, color, religion, political or other opinion, national origin, property ownership, birth, or any other status. And it is one of the most translated. Oh, wait, before I finish. Good morning, Sci Fi Mombi. Hello, hello. How are you this morning? Happy Sunday to you. If you have a Twitch channel, go over there and watch, follow and watch. It'll help me with my numbers. I just keep trying to push anybody over there that has one. It'd be greatly appreciated if you could do that. You can stay on YouTube, but you can flip it on over there and keep it at least 2% audio, uh, so I can get credit for it. So Human Rights Day the document, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, has been translated into over 500 languages. And some of the rights discussed in this document are life, liberty and personal security, innocence until proven guilty, marriage and family, the right to own property, the right to rest and leisure, the right to an education, and to be free from discrimination, slavery, torture, arbitrary arrest and exile, and freedom to believe what you want to believe, uh, and oh my gosh, worship how you choose, and the freedom to have your own opinion and have access to information. Many of these promises have not been realized, but this document and this day are dedicated to ensure that these ideas are still pursued. Oh, you're fabulous. Thank you. I'm fabulous. Fabulous at 10:09 Eastern Time. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. It will help me with my numbers. I appreciate that. Yes, and you can watch both of them. That's what most people do. Most people go on to Twitch and then they comment on YouTube. So thank you. And hello, Admiralty. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this morning? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. We are now doing our days to celebrate, and we're now on our next one, which is Dewey Decimal Day. And Dewey Decimal Day is exactly what it is. It celebrates a system of classification and the man who invented it. Melville Dewey was born today, which we talked about in our birthdays. He's an American librarian and an educator who invented the Dewey Decimal System of library classification. It is the most widely used library classification system and has been used since its creation in 1876. Now, I'm gonna be a real nerd. I love the Dewey Decimal System. I actually have a book. They make books that list all the categories and stuff, and they update them each year because stuff changes, stuff is added. Uh, like with technology, a lot of times that changes. They add sections for computers and technology, and they'll probably do some like with AI and um so it's constantly being revised. It's now you can get it online, but I actually have a physical book. I at one of our churches, I pretty much reorganized their entire library, and I used the Dewey Decimal System. I loved it. I love the Dewey Decimal System. It uses numerals, and you have three numerals at the beginning for your category, and then a dot, and then uh, the decimal point, and then the numbers after it are like subcategories. Um, and it's just so fun. I mean, my book is actually like 4 feet away from me. I love the Dewey Decimal System. It's so cool, and when you look at and if you ever have a chance to kind of look at their classifications, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. But I will say that sometimes things are left up. Um, to interpretation where it goes in the book. So you can, I've noticed in some libraries that you go to look for one thing and you think it should be under. I, I can't think of one now, but like computers, and they have it under science and technology or something like that. It's just really, really, um, it's just fascinating. Yes, and thank you, my fellow a geek or nerd. I don't know what I don't know. I know there's different definitions. I love Dewey Decimal Day. I'm a huge supporter of literacy and public libraries. I started my master's in library science, but wasn't able to finish. Wow. My oldest um, loves libraries. Is actually going to school to become an archivist. Um, so very proud and excited about that. And let's see. Teague says these humans sound like they'd make great pets. Okie dokie. Uh, I feel like I need 11 more hours sleep, but hey, coffee is a thing. Caffeine, yes, yes, yes. Our oldest wanted to be a library science master's. Actually, as loved the library as a kid, we would go all the time. I would take the kids, and I loved the library as a kid. My mom actually volunteered at the library, public library for a while, and I went when they actually had the card catalogs, and when we checked out a book, they had a date stamp, and they would date it with ink and a stamp. It was it yes, that's how long I've been going to libraries. We actually had a bookmobile that would come around, and I would go into the bookmobile and get check out books there. Libraries are amazing. Libraries are amazing, amazing. Um, and I worked in our public libraries here while in high school, then my university library while completing my bachelor's. Libraries are fun. I just think they're like magical. And yes, we could always use more sleep. Always. Sleep is an amazing thing. Now today is also da, 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 Nobel Prize Day. Oh, yes. It is nice to meet people with the same opinion as me. I've been taking my kids since they were infants. Yes, I love the library. And I homeschooled my kids, so we would could go during the day, and there was not a lot of kids there because most people, their kids went to public school. And so they kind of like had the run of the entire kids library and could get whatever they want. Excuse me. Oh, I love having this mute on my mic now because I can cough and I don't cough into the mic. Just yes, love the library. Always love the library. I still go today. I have library books right behind me. Well, today is Nobel Prize Day, and it recognizes the annual award established by Alfred Nobel. The first Nobel Prize was awarded 5 years after his death. He had made a will, and in the will, he stated that to start this Nobel Prize, and his family and most of the money went to this, and his family wasn't too happy about that. So it took about 5 years of litigation to finally be able to do what he had wished for and asked for in his will. Nobel was a scientist. He invented dynamite, an inventor with over 350 patents, and a businessman. His will stated that each year prizes would be awarded to honor those who made significant achievements in the areas of science, medicine, literature, and peace. And for more than a century, Nobel Prizes have been awarded annually on Nobel Prize Day in Stockholm, Sweden, Nobel's birthplace and the place where he lived most of his life. I forgot how to make coffee for a minute there. It's the opposite of ice, I think. I think so. I think so. Having a rough morning, huh? So I don't know when they have the Nobel Prize ceremonies, but there's like I say they'll announce them at some time today. So let's see who won the Nobel Prizes today. So the Nobel Prize in Physics was won by Pierre Augustini for Ferenc Krauss and Anne Lahore for experiments with light. For their experiments, which have given humanity new tools for exploring the world of electrons inside atoms and molecules. And the Nobel Prize for Chemistry was Bowery. I gotta make sure I'm still on. Okay. uh, thank you for coming over on to the Twitch side. Appreciate it, Sci-Fi Mombi, and it's not what's the name? What the school you go to? Uh, Book University have 7 Nobel laureates among its alumni. That's why we suck. Um, and a cool team mascot. So we have M- Mongi G. Bawedi, Louis E. Bruss, Aleski Yakimov for chemistry, which they're for the discovery and development of quantum dots. These tiny particles have unique properties and now spread their light from television screens and LED lamps. Very cool. And the Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine is Catalin Carico and Drew Weissman for they were critical for developing an effective mRNA vaccines against COVID-19 during the pandemic. And for literature is John Fosse for his innovative plays and prose which give voice to the unsayable. Um, He is a Norwegian author and he has written a bunch of stuff spanning a variety of genres, including plays, novels, poetry collections, essays, children's books, and translations. And the Peace Prize goes to uh, Narjeh Moha- Mohammadi uh, for her fight against the oppression of all women in Iran and her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all. And there's an economics prize that was done in memory of Alfred Nobel, Claudia Golden. And she uncovered key drivers of gender differences in the labor market. So those are the Nobel Prize winners today. Aren't you glad you came here? You would not have even known that. Stony Brook. I couldn't remember the first name. I knew it was wrong. Yes. Stony Oh, and I kept that up the whole time. Sorry. Stony Brook has 7 Nobel laureates among its alumni. Yes, this morning the brain ain't working yet. I understand that. But we'll get it. We'll get it. And hello, whoops. Hello, stunning. Oi, oi. Hello, are you? The inventor MRI imaging is a Nobel laureate from Stony Brook, won in 2003. Very cool. That's very cool. But yes, Nobel Prize Day. And you heard it here, probably not first, but you did hear it here. All the winners of today's Nobel Prize. And this is one Admiral Teague might like. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe other people will too. National Lager Day. And now, I honestly did not know that lager was was made differently than other beers, and that I so I learned something new when I saw this. It is a cool fermented beverage, and it is fermented in cold storage, and it uses bottom fermenting yeast that ferments in relatively cold temperatures. Lager comes from the German word for storage because of the beer was stored before drinking. And you can have pale, amber, or dark lager. So, National Lager Day. Get off work and enjoy a nice cold beer at the end of a hard day. We have a hey, and we have a thank for the follows on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I always smile when Stunning says "oi." I know it comes from the pink culture, ska and stuff, but if you say this in Germany, they'll take you to prison. No joke. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. I have to remember not to say that in Germany. And we have a bunch of wows and highs and what's up. It is 24 minutes past 10 o'clock. We've been on the show for 1 hour and 24 minutes. We have 12 people watching. We have, let's see, let me find out where my cursor is. We have 8 people watching on YouTube with 5 likes. We have a total of 8 votes, 62 cat and 38 dog. Well, we have cat lovers here today. I said before that it depends on where I live. If I live in an apartment, it would be a fish because I like fish. If I live where I live now, oh, punk. Well, I thought maybe there was a pink culture masters. um, If I where I live now, I'd get a cat because we don't have a lot of property, even though we live in a house. Um, if I had property, I would get a dog because I like big dogs. I like German Shepherds. And I don't think it's right to have a German Shepherd live in a small house. They need to live somewhere where they can run. So depending on where I live would depend on where I would vote. But right now, I would get a cat. Um, and yes, it's punk, not pink. Sorry about that. And lager is pretty much the only beer Americans drink. What we call beer makes Europeans laugh out loud. When I drink beer, I like a dark beer. I like Guinness and things like that. Whoops, let's see. Pop up. Uh, Vilma is a white German Shepherd type of dog. Yes, beautiful dog. I think I saw a picture. Yes, I love German Shepherds. I agree. A lot of it is just nasty. The thing I hate most about Sundays is how stupid all the beer commercials are. They insult to my intelligence. Well, most commercials insult your intelligence, don't they? Let's be honest there. That's why I'm so happy that I barely watch commercials anymore. Um, and it's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing not to have to endure 2 minutes of foolishness. I've been looking at my notes as I read them, and I did them last night, and so I'm seeing where I've left out words, I've misspelled words, and everything. It's a good thing I don't have to print this out. It would be bad. Our last day today is an International Animal Rights Day, and this was kind of done in coalition with Human Rights Day. And it says humans who share the planet with all kinds of different creatures sometimes need to be reminded that animals deserve to be treated with dignity, respect, and care. Pretty much sums up that day right there. I think our country isn't so bad, the United States. There are others that need to be a little more considerate of the animals that live in their country. We still have issues here. We have stuff that I don't agree with, but we're not going to get into that. So yes, International Animal Rights Day. Be kind to animals is basically it. Just be kind to animals. We don't have to treat them badly just because they're not human. I am back and we have 11 people watching. We have 8 people watching on YouTube, and let me check my Twitch side here. Now, if you're ever watching on Twitch, you have to have at least 2% audio playing or it won't count. That's something and I used to take and have the volume up and just mute the tab, but I've been reading somewhere that that might not count either. So, if that's something you're looking toward, kind of be aware of that. But we have 3 people on Twitch. Thank you very, very much for that. And our poll, we have 8 people on the poll, 62 cat, 38 dog. Nothing is as bad as the light beer commercials made for football. The assumption is you're already drunk and they want you to hammer down more. I've got to write these down. Sci-fi mommy is a huge animal rights supporter. Yeah, I think with the animal rights, it just be kind. I mean, we don't just I hate the response, "Well, they're just animals." Well, yeah, but we shouldn't treat them badly just because they're not human beings. Just treat them kindly. That's all. It's not that difficult. I don't think it's that difficult. For some people, it probably is, but I don't think it is too difficult. But we are going to go to see Godzilla today at around 1:30. I'm really excited about that. Um, yeah, just run the Twitch with sound at 10 to 15% and it should work. Exactly. Vic, Knight, and I have 4 cats total. When I was growing up, we had 4 acres of land, and we had, uh, 3 to 4 German Shepherds, um, on the land, but we also had cats, and we would have a lot of the stray cats would come. My mom put food out up on a raised platform so the dogs couldn't get it, and, we just had cats coming in. At one time, we probably had between, um they would come in pregnant, and so before they could get spayed or fixed, uh, we ended up with like 13 or 14 cats at one time. But they would go to our house for a little bit. It's kind of like they had a little travel set. They would come to our house. They'd be at our house for I don't know a month or two, and then they would disappear, and they'd be at the neighbor's house, and they just would kind of make the rounds. So yeah, we had a lot of animals, and I also had gerbils, and we had fish. There was an American on YouTube who tried to drink all German beers. After a year, he gave up and made the math. If you want to try all German beers, you have to drink 1.5 liters of different types each day for 18 years. Oh wow, he did the math. Oh wow, he figured out that he wouldn't survive his plan. Wow, that is oh my gosh, a lot of beer. Yes, long live German beer. Florida had an abandoned vicious breed dog problem so bad I was looking at handguns. Then I realized moving back to New York was probably better. That is a bad thing. It's because people would get dogs and then they couldn't handle them and they would just let them loose. And then they would run in packs. And of course, they want to survive also. So they did what they had to do. And that's so tragic and so sad. Um, you Yes, Dadman said, "Hey, you wanna go see Godzilla today?" And if Hungry Boy was here, he would be telling me to say it correctly, and I'm not saying it correctly, but I don't know how to say it the Japanese way, so I will say Godzilla the Southern way. And you're going to see Wonka soon. That's cool. For your birthday. Excellent, excellent. Oh, by the way, Vic and Knight are my 2 youngest kids who appear on my podcast with me. Well, I figured they were in relation somehow. So, yes, very nice, very nice. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Godzilla. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. This thought just went totally, completely out of my head. But yeah, we're gonna go see Godzilla today. I'm really excited about that. Um, I told Dadman, I said, "You know it's in English subtitles, right?" And he's like, "Oh, that's okay." So he really wants to see this movie. Um, and I'm really looking forward to it. And Godzilla is going to be tomorrow. And I don't get Timothy Chalamet's appeal, but enjoy him in Wonka. Uh, there were some comments from there were some comments the actor from The Bear should have gotten the role. The actor from The Bear should have gotten the role. Godzilla? Godzilla? Is that the way? Am I saying it Godzilla? 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 If Chalamet can act or not, I just have this nightmare vision that he's so femmy that Hollywood will make him Superman out of spite. Oh, yes, miscasting is always a concern, isn't it? Oh, we have JT Kirk here. Hello, hello. How are you today? We were just talking about I was going to go see Godzilla today. Very excited about that. We have our tickets um, and everything. So very, very excited about that. And tomorrow, I'm going to have a stream at 12 p.m. I'm going to be doing this is in celebration of my 100 subs plus on YouTube and my 60 plus subs on Twitch, followers on Twitch. It's tomorrow at noon. I'm going to be building it's a dragon and a phoenix art piece. I'm also building it for next year's, it's the year of the dragon. And I was born in the year of the dragon, so I really, really, I looked hard to find something that was a dragon that I liked. And I really do like this dragon. And you can kind of close up there and you can kind of see it a little better. But there, that's what the build's going to look like. I think it's going to be amazing. And you can move some of the pieces and things on it. It's going to be very, very fascinating. I'm hoping I can get it done in one build. I might have to split it into Monday and Thursday. So we will see there. Oh, sure, if you want to. Um, um, do we have hello, hello? Uh, and you like the actor in Dune? Crew positions. JT Kirk has entered the bridge. And thank you so much. Thank you. Um, I don't know how I did it. I couldn't have done it without all you guys between the promotion and the subbing. It's just kind of been a whirlwind. This month has been overwhelming to say the least. Um, with the growth, I've slowed down some with my growth. I'm not pushing it as much right now. I'm trying to just breathe and catch up. And speaking of that, on Tuesday at 5 p.m. on Rambling Canucks channel, I'm going to be the guest on a stream there. The first time I'm a guest on his show, that's just me. So I'm a little not nervous talking about my experiences streaming and as a new streamer. And so I'm going to be very excited about that. And this is his link here, Tuesday at 5 p.m. On Rambling Canucks channel. Looking forward to that. Oh, you just think he looks too weak to be any kind of leader or tough guy? Hey, I've seen some guys that look real puny that can beat the crap out of you. So size matters not, as Yoda says. And then yes, Jimmy Stewart and Gregory Peck were so much like Chalamet, and we hold them as Hollywood royalty. Yeah. Um, I agree. Overwhelming. Wait, you wait till Christmas, ma'am. I'm on fire. I am so looking forward to that. On let me see. I should look and see if I could find the. Let me get. Oh, I kept this up way too long. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Let me find my. I'm trying to find my. Oh, wait. Here we go. We're going to remove this, and we're going to add this. Hey, Dad Man. Oh wait, I got to turn my volume up now so I can hear you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Oh, cool. Thanks for letting me come on. It's always a great. Love
Welcome.
the show on the mornings. How are you today, though, Mrs.?
I'm doing okay. Give me a second here. I gotta.
Gotcha. You know me, the model of impatience.
There we go. I have to turn my Twitch down. There we go. I'm doing
Mm.
good today. I'm doing good today. I've been streaming for about an hour and 41 minutes now. We have 10 viewers. Thank you guys very
Hey.
much. And yes, sci-fi. Whoops, let me go to the right one. It's for fun, and blessed that we can stream. Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm used to controlling and all this. It's hard. I'm keeping my hand away from the mouse.
Yes.
What was
Let's see.
interesting?
Let's talking about.
Yeah.
Uh, don't know enough about Charlemagne's acting to say, but that's lofty company to me. Charlemagne is an effeminate Edward Scissorhands. Jimmy Stewart was a serious war hero, not just acting tough.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
um, okay, we're gonna add this: Dad bend the animal and beat them drums.
Oh, oh wow. No pressure. But hey, of course you're the focus today. Hey.
So
Um it was interesting. Can I just say that with Sci-Fi Mombi actually learning more about her library science background
yes,
and the libraries and stuff with our kid. Yeah, it just was very fascinating and interesting to see. You know,
yes,
I don't know if she homeschooled, but damn, that's an area for conversation one day, somewhere,
absolutely,
sometime.
absolutely.
But yeah, but hey,
So how do I say this name with this word right here? How do I say
Gojira,
go Gojira
Gojira,
Goji
Gojira.
Gojira
It's like Gojira in a way.
Gojira
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. All right. That's at least close enough to it
Gojira
for
Gojira
Gojira. Yeah.
Gojira. Okay, Gojira. Well, we're going to see it today at 1:35. Everybody.
Yes, we are, and
I
I'll be.
almost when I was making this stream, I was making this slide this morning, like literally 5 minutes before the show was starting, because I always have to do something 5 minutes before the show that I rush to do
Mm-hmm.
to um uh to get it done.
It wouldn't be a stream if you didn't. But
And
how did?
and wait, but let me tell you,
Yeah.
I almost doxed where we lived.
Oh, I know. Well, it happens. It just yeah. It it always there's things that always happen. But
Yep,
hey,
yep.
I don't think people care about it, little old us.
No.
But hey, but
So
yeah, that's I. For my first thing is how the hell did you get those seats? Excuse me. How the heck did you get those seats? Those are
oh
good seats considering. I mean, I thought you said it was
well, there's
mostly
seats
full.
all around, but those three were open right there. There were well, there's only tickets, but there were three seats open, kind of like right where we like to sit.
Yeah, right in
We
the
were supposed
middle.
to go to this movie.
It's one row higher, but it's
Yep.
right in the middle. Wow,
So
you did
yes, we're
good.
going to be going to do that today.
Wow.
So I probably
Mm-hmm.
um,
Oh, that. I mean,
need to
that's
not stream for way much longer, but I
okay.
will
What's
stream
all
for
do
a
you?
while as people are chatting away. I will
Oh, I
continue this. I will
straight while the
continue
iron's
this.
hot. You know.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It says talk. Charlemagne's wimpy appearance is not coming from some kind of tough guy. It's just that when I see him, I laugh reflectively. And it's Sleepy Accountant Day today. Yes, that's why we're having Dad Man on.
I'm trying to be
And
chill
Sci-Fi
too.
Mommy says life sent me elsewhere, but I'm actually a medical coder now.
Oh,
My
cool.
kids are going and went to public school, but we're working on educating at home.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Oh, by the way, I heard your comment about the can. Listen,
Yes, it
there you
does.
go. I just had my beer a little later. Soda, I mean.
How did I get those seats? I don't know. I think we're supposed to go to this movie.
Mm,
Um, so I was happy. I love seats the center up a little bit and the center. I don't like all the way up real high, and I don't like depending on the movie. I don't like really close, and those are
hmm.
like pretty much the seats that I always pick.
Yeah. No, I tell you, you always pick good seats when you can. When I don't wait till the very last second to pick a movie.
Yeah, well, we did wait till the last second. Uh, Kids these days are so different in Hollywood and culture. Now, not how we like to live, be, but if we were all the same, life would be absolutely boring. And Teague says,
I agree with that.
I agree totally. I play guitar and bass myself. It is so fulfilling.
I'm not allowed
And
to try to play
and
instruments
Damon
either.
plays nothing because he has no sense of rhythm.
I'm lucky to sing karaoke, so.
Yes. Mombi, I agree. It's just Chalamet in particular looks like he's on the spike. He's so spindly. Maybe he can act. He's like 22. Maybe he'll start to look more dangerous or heroic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might have
Yeah.
to. I might have to watch this now. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
Very, very intrigued over this actor. I will say I do not
Mm-hmm.
know who he is. So I will.
If he's the lead actor, yeah, you will have
I
to
mean,
look
I,
see the
I know
previews,
who
see
he
the
is,
picture.
but I have not.
I'm not familiar with him in
I'm not
anything.
familiar with him. I guess that's the phrase.
And my
Um,
sympathies to JT Kirk out there, but hey, I'm gonna be positive today.
I got first row seats for the last shot. I terrible seats, but nothing compared to what was on screen.
You know, we did that for one of the Lord of the Rings movie. I think the Return of the King. We got stuck on the very very front row,
Yes.
but that was a good movie though. The different thing. So
We play, and the master says we play another beer in that category. We are unbeaten champions. Yes, yes. And
yay!
I sing and play violin, viola. Very,
Yep.
very nice. Very nice. Dad Man does karaoke, and I do enjoy. You have fun, and I enjoy. Well, what's so funny when he does karaoke? I'm listening uh, by my computer, and so I hear it out of the computer and I hear it from the back room. So it's like I'm getting kind of
Mm-hmm.
stereo, but it's just off a little bit. They're not synced. And so it's very interesting.
How'd you like that version of "We're Not Going to Take It" last night?
That was really good. That was
I don't
really
know. There's
good.
just something about that song that was
Yeah.
doing it gets the stress and all
Yes.
out.
Well, karaoke is really good for um bowed instruments are hard to play. I can attest to
Can I
that.
ask you a question about that? And I'm being serious with that because I saw what Sci-Fi Mombi said, and you've had some experience. I always had a problem trying to play guitar because getting that feeling of how hard do you mash on the string. I know it's probably like rote or getting used to it in practice because I was a bad practice player. But I just that was something I could never get with the left hand to be able to understand how you press it down where you get it to
Well, you have to press it
produce the
hard
right
enough
sound.
where that you deaden the strings because that's how you get your chords is is depending on where you put your you press it on the string, it makes a different note.
Hmm. But the level of how hard you, and especially like for violin or viola, that seems like it'd be different,
Oh,
definitely
good
different to
morning,
me.
Deja Odyssey.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
But you know what I mean? It's kind of that touch feel thing. That was one of the problems I always had with instruments was, well, one practicing, but then two
I think practicing was the
getting the
big thing
pressure right.
for you. And
Yeah.
violin is an expert instrument.
Well, if you hang around me long enough in
And
karaoke, we sing enough fiddle songs. So
yes. Timothy Chalamet is literally 5'9" and goes roughly 105 pounds. His arms are small. Yep.
wow, 12 people here now. If you don't mind, what is the difference between a fiddle and a violin? Is it truly the
Nothing.
same instrument? It's
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing. They're the same thing.
Okay.
I
All
can
right.
play all the brass instruments and some of the woodwinds. Stringed instruments, I can't at all. The wrong wrist for it.
Mm, okay.
And brass instruments are hard because the way
Oh yeah.
you have to make that kind of buzzy noise when you're playing the
Uh,
trumpet stuff, and I
do you
can't
remember?
do that. I
Do you
can't do
remember one
that.
of our field trips to the symphony with the kids years ago?
Mhm.
And they before it they let all the kids go up and touch the instruments, and the adults could do it. We actually touched some of the brass
Oh,
instruments and tried
yes.
to
Oh,
play it.
yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And Sci-Fi Mommy says that Mombi, Mommy, Mombi. Oh, sorry about that alliteration. I have calluses on my fingers. That's how hard you have to
and
hold
that's
these
what
notes
everybody always
down.
told me. So obviously,
Yes, and
yeah.
your fingers are hurt when you first learn. Your fingers hurt, and yes, yes. And we have some hellos there. You build them up with practice, and you have to practice. And we have some
Hmm.
more hellos. And Master says, I thought a violin is that thing that makes a bong sound when you hit it on the back of the head of your brother. And Admiral Teague says, Rose of Alabama next as you cycle through fight songs of your team's rivals. And yes, the sci-fi mommy is saying that nothing is different with a violin or a fiddle. It's just the style of how you play it. And we have some
Style being how hard or how
no,
you
how you play. I mean, listen to classical music, a
right,
classical violin,
right.
and then listen to a fiddle, and they're played differently. So just
Yeah, no,
that's
okay,
what
okay.
that's what they're talking about.
I
They're
just don't
played differently.
understand it because it's like it's just like they're making the same motion. I
Okay,
guess
you
it's
can
all in the
play a
hand.
guitar, right?
Right.
You can play guitar and you can play heavy metal.
Okay.
You can play classical.
Mm-hmm.
You can play folk. You're still
Mm-hmm.
playing on well, you have an electric guitar, but you're still playing on a guitar, right?
Okay, yeah.
But you have different techniques and things, and so they sound differently.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same
Right.
thing with playing country music on a violin or a fiddle, and playing classical
Mm-hmm.
music on
Oh,
a.
cool. Okay. And see, because I see the comments in chat. It's just you know me, and you know me. It's in my brain. I see people doing the motion, but it's like, how do you make the difference between like a bluegrass to a classic? I mean, what is it in the hands that make it the actual execution of it?
Well,
That's
I
the
don't
part
know because I
I don't
don't play
understand.
them.
Yeah,
You
but see,
know,
that's what I don't understand is how you execute it, how you actually do that.
because you practice and you learn. That's how.
Okay.
I mean, a classical. There's classical violinists that you have to learn how to change your style to play with what you're doing,
Hmm.
and that's kind of what it is.
Well,
I listened
like
to one guitar.
Admiral Teague asked the question to Sci-Fi Mommy about do the violin skills transfer to the fiddle? That's what I'm kind of curious about that.
I think there's some different technique. Yes, the skills do, but you do have some different. I do think there's some different techniques when you play the fiddle because of
Mm,
different things that they do. But the
okay.
basic bones of playing a fiddle, playing fiddle. I'm going to say fiddle music for want of a better term.
Mhm.
Playing fiddle music and playing violin music, classical or whatever. They're basically the same, but you do have some different style changes that you probably make. Like if you're playing folk music to rock music on acoustic guitar, you
Mhm.
whatever. There are different techniques that you use. The basics are still the same. The notes are still the same. The fingering, for the most part, is still the same. You
Mhm.
might bow a little different when you're playing fiddle. I don't know because I don't play them, but there might just be some different things that you do to make the sounds that you want for the style or the genre of the music.
Right. Right. Okay. I'm trying to understand.
Well, it's the
But
same
but
like playing
yeah.
jazz and playing classical on the piano. It's all
Yeah.
technique, but they're you're still playing the same notes, but there's
Mhm.
just different techniques that you use
Yeah.
when you're
No.
playing different styles.
Okay. Well, you know me. A lot of it comes down to doing it, and I have questions. But hey, I because I get I know like Charlie Daniels. I did "Devil Went Down to Georgia" last night. That's a wonderful fiddle song. Uh, so it's all it's. I know there's the different types. It's just amazing to me and my little brain. It's like how you can take the same instrument and make so many different possible things out there. You can
It's
go from
called
a
talent,
yeah. Well, that's
which
true.
I don't
Definitely.
have with in that vein. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
I'm trying to
agree.
catch up on the stuff here. Oh, and Sci-Fi Mommy says, that's not a violin, that's a guitar or ukulele like El Kabong.
Yes, yes.
Strumming level is situational. Just get thicker strings.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. When you're practicing, it sounds like a dying cat. And yes, we heard those noises. I see what she said. The only difference between the two is the style of music which is played, the technicality of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. A fiddle equals bluegrass and country, and violin equals classical. Yes. Bluegrass
Mm,
is more relaxed. Classical
mm,
is very rigid and romantic. And like they say, I do think the skills transfer, but it's a completely different style and technique. And and you kind of have to change your attitude, I think, when you're playing uh, bluegrass or country than when you're playing classical. And that because when you're playing classical, it's very rigid, and you play the notes. And a lot of times with bluegrass and country, you can kind of riff it a little bit and do some improving. I don't know what's the word. There's a word. It's not improving, but you can kind of change it a little bit and stuff.
uh,
Um,
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Classical music, you do not change Bach or Beethoven. You do not riff. You can, but if you're for fun, but you really don't. You really don't change the classics. You can have some fun with uh, country and bluegrass.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think you have fun with all the styles of music, but yeah, I know definitely it's definitely different singing classical music versus the
And we
Devil
have
Went Down to Georgia. Yeah.
always say movements is played since 1449, and been playing 35 years and still learning. I mean, I have think Charlie Daniels with fiddle. Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
exactly, Dijon to see exactly. And I don't I think I said hello to you. Hello, hello. Enjoyed your stream last night. Enjoyed your stream.
Well, you were more of a flute. You were a flute player, right?
Yes, I played the flute.
Yeah, and you know I mean,
Did
all
you
you
get your poor
guys,
kid out of bed, dead man? No, we just woke him up long enough to turn
the
Twitch
phone
on.
on. Actually, they had beaten you to it,
Oh, good.
so that's good.
Take that. The only instrument invented in America is the banjo. Second most annoying instrument. Take that, rest of the world. I like banjo playing.
Ah. Yeah, Rocky Top. You can't
And
have Rocky
and
Top without banjo.
and Sci-Fi Bobby says you're right. Bow classical orchestra is rigid and structured, where fiddling is relaxed and laid back.
Mm, yeah.
And yeah, bowing is referred to as the attack. You attack the strings on a violin. Yes, truth.
Okay, can I ask a question? So you have time. When they say rosin up your bow, what does that mean? 'Cause I see it's spelled
There's
like
okay,
resin.
okay,
It's
I'll
spelled
tell
like
you, I'll
resin,
tell you,
but
I'll tell you, I'll
it's
tell you.
pronounced rosin.
You
Okay.
have this stuff that like a wax, I think. I'm not quite sure. And the the strings on the bow are made out of hair, horsehair, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, sci-fi. This has been many, many years ago. And you have to put the wax on the string part. So when you're playing it, when it crosses the strings on the violin, that's how you make the music. It helps with the playing of it. You're actually waxing the horsehair on the bow, which is the part that you hold and move across the violin.
Hmm.
So am I correct in that? Sci-fi? Let's see. Let's go down. Uh My fiddle has such a bad violence problem. I think I need to switch to sax instead to escape all the violence. Oh, goodness gracious. That was pun central there. Let's see what else we
Boy,
have.
that was kind of rough there. Ugh.
And yes, to change the classics is wrong. I agree totally. They're classics for a reason. They've lasted hundreds of years for a reason. Your stream went completely nuts at the end. You were running for your life. Oh my goodness gracious. And I love fake classical musical from people like Jerry Goldsmith and John Williams more than classical. I think it's
Mm.
orchestral music is not necessarily classical music. Um, I think there's a difference. Um, let's see
Mm.
here. Never thought we'd get on a conversation about classical music here and violins. I had to lighten up on the violin because my carpal tunnel has gotten so bad. I had to make a choice between working my job or hobbies. Yes, and
Mm.
I could see that.
Well, some of the best
Yes, and
streams.
you apply rosin to the horsehair so it grips the strings.
Mm.
Thank you.
Some of our
I
best
remember.
streams have always been like where it takes a sudden right turn, kind of like Deej saying he was running for his life at the end of his stream. But we've taken detours. Our whole detours trips have misses.
Ouch! I have some arthritis in my fret hand from
Mm.
decades of playing. Yep,
Mm.
that
Wow.
constant. And the baseball players use rosin.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And carpal tunnel sucks like arthritis. Yes. I was a drummer, but also dabbled in piano and accordion. Yeah, we're Weird Al nerdy here. LOL.
Now that's a true art playing the accordion. So few people did. Actually, my mom had one somewhere around the house.
I think she still has it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, rosin is sticky, so that causes it to kind of grip. Oh, okay, okay. I always am envious of watching violinists who are doing like pop or
Mm-hmm.
other genres of music, and they're up there singing, playing the violin, and dancing all at the same time. And I wonder how much of that they're really doing live because that has got to be hard.
We haven't even gotten into marching bands. That might be
And it
another
said
thing another
rosin
day.
is like a waxy resin. It's like putting chalk on a pool cue. This chat makes me think of the band Nightwish.
Oh gosh. See, I find this fascinating. I mean, the people that have the musical backgrounds. I mean, I just, I mean, y'all, I'm just in awe of your talent. Y'all are talking a language like I talk when I talk football.
Mhm. One second here.
Yeah. Hmm.
So let's see. We have anyone else when idiot junkie Jimmy Page pulls that violin bow and merely makes terrible noise on the guitar? How does he get applause for that? Mob rule. People just applaud anything in concerts, I think sometimes. I could never get into playing piano for some weird reason. My brain just wouldn't accept the bass clef. Me too. It just made no sense to me. It was like the opposite. It was like the opposite of the treble clef, and my brain could not wrap around it. Uh, and yeah, I don't know. Fiddle probably involves using what's called the pentatonic scale rather than what's referred to as the classical modern patterns. Maybe. I don't know. First song I played on the accordion was Another One Rides the Bus LO. Have you guys played the Fortnite Racer yet? I'm silver too. Wow. I played it once and I crashed. I played the festival on Fortnite. That's kind of fun. I had to get used to it because I don't play games like that, so I had to get my brain around it.
Hmm.
But that was kind of fun. I'll go back and play that.
What's the festival? Because I saw all of us kids.
It's where you kind of do music games.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And when my rosin brick would break and shatter, I always loved cleaning that up. I bet. Yes. An accordion seemed truly complex. And Dee says the first song I played on accordion was Another One Rides the Bus, LOL. Well, you think about it, you got to do the keys and remember to do the, uh, yeah. And depending on how you move the accordion depends on sound too.
Ooh.
And that was my dream job, playing in a major orchestra or for a music celeb like Reba or a country star. Have you seen Marie Nesbitt from Celtic Woman? She's too good. Yes, I have seen Celtic Woman. I really, really like them. Treble and bass clef are easy. It's the alto and tenor clef that aren't fun.
There is an alto and tenor clef. I've only seen treble and bass. Oh well. Wow, I'm learning stuff today. You know my mind is blown.
Uh, let's see. Uh, and yes, she's amazing. And Lindsay Sterling, too. Singing while playing violin might be impossible due to the fact that you cradle it under your chin. Charlie Daniels doesn't play when he's singing. You don't always have to cradle it under your chin. That's just the optimal way to play a violin. I get treble or tenor more than alto or bass. I always wanted to play string bass or cello, but my family could only afford violins or viola. And it's not my favorite, but yeah, it can be done singing and playing at the same time. You don't always have to hold it under your chin. You can hold it closer down to your chest. It's the chin is only holding it while you're it's a place to hold it. If you can brace it, you can put it on your knee and play it like a cello if you wanted to, for that matter. Playing the piano is mental gymnastics. It's like writing a different correspondence with each hand. Yes. And yes, there are four clefs. Multiple keys the music is written in. And Pastor says, uh, Clef is German word for boss. There is only one boss. Yes. It's not me, but if you meet him, let him know.
Or her. Could be a her.
Mm. Yes, that's the sad part of music sometimes. Referring to, I believe, something Sci-Fi Mombi said. And Teague says, as Deckard from Blade Runner would say, octaves. You're talking about octaves.
Mm.
And Kirk asks, Masters, did you put your shoes out for St. Nicholas? Nicholas?
Yeah. I think that was yesterday, a
Yes,
couple
that
days
was
ago. Yeah.
yesterday. I did not, so I got nothing.
And had
I got
Krampus Day a
nothing.
few days before that.
Yes. But
Well,
thank God I'm not a kid anymore to be beaten up by Krampus for being bad.
well, I that yeah, they had a different spin on that, I guess, with the movie. I actually like the way the movie did it, but I know that's another day for another time. I'm trying.
Yes, please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Uh,
Oh goodness. It is we've been streaming for 10 hours, 10 hours. It feels
two.
like that. 2 hours and 11 minutes. We have 13 people watching. We have 10 people on YouTube with 5 likes and our vote of 10 votes. The cats are still ahead 7-3. Let me go over here and check my Twitch side here. We have 2 people on Twitch. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. According to this, there might be more. I don't know. I never trust Twitch. So, yes. I think oh, and he says, no shoes for me. Just the same old beating. And Deej says, I have a Santa suit. Beware. And Master says, it's most certainly a her with green skin and twerking around
Oh
the
no,
office.
I know what he's talking about. Oh,
And Sci-Fi Mombi, I like Seth MacFarlane's Krampus. American Dad has him as Stan's dad.
gosh.
And Deja, I had to select cat since one of the choices wasn't a rock, a pet rock. I had a pet rock when I was a kid. I went outside and it was all alone and I brought it home. And my kids had pet sticks that they named and pet rocks. And oh, we had just a plethora of pets when we, non living pets when my kids were growing up. Absolutely. Well, everybody, I am so glad you are all here. And I would love to keep streaming, but I'm going to tell you, I am tired. And we're going to be going to see Godzilla,
Plus
Godzilla,
one.
Godzilla,
Gojira.
Gojira at 1:30, and I need to take a little nap.
Oh, that's barely over 2 hours away.
I know we have 2 hours. So I am first off going to say thank you all for coming over. Gojira. Yes, okay,
Gojira.
Gojira.
There. Thank you. He
There.
spelled it the
Now
right way.
seeing it written,
Yeah.
Gojira. Now I can probably remember it.
Yeah.
And Teague says, I choose bass as the first thing to learn so people would come to me to be in their band. Everyone plays the guitar, bass not so much. Dadman just looks for a way out. Guess too much sarcasm for church already today.
Oh. Oh no
Uh,
no no
and
no.
thank you for a great Sunday morning. It was a blast. You are so very welcome. On that note, I am going to start my shameless promotions. So my first one is my block party tomorrow at 12 noon. It is my celebration for 100 subs on YouTube and 60 followers on Twitch. I will be building the uh, Dragon and Phoenix art piece here. Also, I'm building it for New Year's because next year is the year of the dragon.
Oh,
Um,
did you want to remind people that came in late what you had said about that, about how 2024 is your year?
yes, and my birthday is I am born in the year of the dragon, so that is another neat thing. Also blocking out the boredom. I'm bored, so let's build something. You can follow me on Twitch to find out when I do those at MDadmanWalking55. I gotta get. I keep losing my cursor here. Uh, Also, every morning at 9 a.m., Morning Musings with Mrs. Deadman Walking 55. 9 a.m., YouTube and Twitch. What you've been watching has been that. So if you've liked it, please come back and watch it some more. You can also support my channel on Ko-fi at ko-fi.com, Mrs. Deadman Walking 55. That's Kofi with a dash and no punctuation in Mrs. Deadman Walking 55. You can do a one-time donation or a monthly one. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I would like to make this stream self-sufficient so I do not have to take money out of our family budget to run it. I also have a throne wish list, throne.com, Miss Deadman Walking 55. You can buy gifts for me and I can get them and I won't know your information and you won't know my private information. I have building block builds, I have streaming wishes that I have. I have just some fun, silly stuff in there. And if Stunning was still here, he would talk about the peeing bear that I have. It's a build of a cute little teddy bear kind of thing peeing into a toilet. Yes, it is a build and it is cute. And if anybody so wants to buy that for me, I will build it on stream for them. Yes, I will. I also would like to thank Agent Atwood for this wonderful gift. It is a advent calendar that is the ghost from Destiny 2. They stay with you, your character, and they help you in the game. So this is a gift that I got from Atwood, and when I comes in, I will absolutely be building it first because it's Christmas already and Advent has already started. I've also read The Starry Night from Squeaka. I cannot wait to build this. We are getting um, set up for a time to do that. And also from Daisy Blossom and Liam Wolf, we have Big Ben and Stonehenge. Their lives are so busy. We're having a hard time finding a time to get together to do this. But when we do, I will absolutely let you know. Um, Also, I have live streams and oh, 1 second here. Sorry. I have live streams and VODs on youtube.com at Mrs.DadmanWalking55 and twitch.tv at backslash Mrs.DadmanWalking. No punctuation, no numbers. You can also check out my streaming schedules on X or Twitter at MDadmanWalking. I try to post reminders of all my scheduled streams and also my impromptu streams. Now let's get back to, let me figure out how to find my mouse. There we go. Now let's go and let's finish out the chat here. Let's see what we have. I have we have a thank you from you're very welcome, maniacs. It's been a pleasure. Um, and I think what happens when you don't put your shoes out, you get a sable, you get a beating, it says. And Sci-Fi Mommy, thank you so very much for the amazing stream and discussion this morning. I'll be by more often. Well, thank you very, very much. And Kirk, you have a wonderful Sunday too, and God bless you. And Corey, you have a great day also, and I hope you get your main computer back soon, nice and clean. Um, oh wait, I do have one more shameless promotion to do. Tuesday, 5 p.m. at Rambling Connects channel. Dadman, please put in the link for that. I will be on a show. I was asked to be interviewed. It's my very first interview. At 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be talking about my experience as a startup and YouTube and all that. And it seems very, very exciting. I really am looking forward to it, and I'm a little nervous, but I think it will be fun. And it says, "At least you announce your shameless promo instead of calling me unsolicited in the middle of the night just to offer me a flat rate discount." Oh, yeah. I hate it when I answer the phone and there's dead silence and you know it's a computer. And I give them like 2 seconds. If I don't hear any voice, man, I hang up. And no, I agree. Nothing's wrong with shameless promos. Nobody will know what you're doing. And oh no, there goes Tokyo. Go, Gojira. You know what? It just doesn't work. Gojira, I made toys a year ago. Xenozilla and Predacon. Very, very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, you got the
Uh,
pronunciation down now. Yeah.
um, let's see. Wait. Oh, wait. And we have. I moved my stream up and I lost wherever. And we have Chutulu and Kraken as well. I would love to show them to you. That would be cool. And Deej, you have a great one too. I put my I put my shoes out. They're gone now. And Pastor says they're not gone, Deej. They're just with someone else. So on Tuesday you will bash us all? No, I will not. Absolutely will not bash you all. No, no, no way. And here is the link to Canuck's channel. Even if you don't go over and watch my thing, go over there and support him. He does karaoke on Saturday night. He does Minecraft and Fortnite streams. A good guy. Go over there and give him a like and a follow. Subscribe to him and go over and check out his channel and like it. He's really a fun guy. He goes, "Dang it, those shoes was like a shoe to me." And everyone ready for the Jets to turn it around today? And yeah, don't hold your breath. You'll probably die for that to happen. And Deej is the best. The best. Okie doke. So I have to say that again. The best.
The Bears. The
Um,
Bears.
And let's see here. Let me go back to my chat. And real quickly, did I finish? Yeah, real quickly, Dadman, do you have anything that you would like to promote?
Oh, thank you. I'm turning around looking at the calendar. Okay, I might go live tonight at 5 or 6 o'clock, talking primarily some sports news, but I'm willing to talk other things, music, other stuff like that.
Gojira,
Gojira,
you could talk about.
well, if you're welcome, if we come back, you're welcome to jump on with me if we decide to do something like that this afternoon. But that's up to you. Just kind of a random stream maybe later today if I got the itch. I think, especially with this movie, I heard great things about it. So join us later for that 10 o'clock. Mark D with a C tonight with the Geekery Show. I've seen a lot of things in this chat that's kind of good. You and I will talk about. But Wednesday night, the 13th, I've got Grumpy Old Ninja. You'll see him on other channels, a lot. He'll be my guest. We'll be talking art. He'll be doing some art on Wednesday night. Tuesday night, I'm thinking about doing a chill stream where I'm going to talk about my 5 top Christmas movies. So I think that's it. And then the following week, I got, you'll see more like a Christmas week of stuff with you. But thank you so much, Mrs. And thank you to everybody for subbing and following the missus on both channels, on Twitch and on YouTube. And let's get those watch hours up on the Twitch side to get you to monetize.
Yes, thank you guys very much. Thank you guys so much. Now, Dadman, I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later. And I'm going to tell everyone else that I will see you next time, tomorrow at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Sorry, at noon. And here we go. Here's our last tweet. Last comment I'm going to post, and I'm going to say to everybody, see you next time, tomorrow at noon, hopefully. And remember to be kind. Whoops, sorry, I did it the wrong way. Remember to, let's get this right. Here we go. To be kind, to show love, and remember you're not promised tomorrow, so go to bed each night with no regrets. And I wish you all peace. Have a great morning, evening, or afternoon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.